the worst is over, and now you have a little tiny glimmer of hope going forward. Steadily on my money, on my career, then eventually all the other stuff is going to work. This other person, is fundamentally very unhappy with themselves, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Hello there, Capricorn. Michele B here, and I'm just about to create a reading for you about your money and love prospects. We want to know how to manifest more money and better love, better money and more love into our lives. And the tarot cards can give us some downloads on how to proceed going forward. Now let's backtrack a little bit and look at the main theme of what's going on with you right now. Is that you've been through the wilderness. You've been through quite a storm. I feel like with the star being here, it's like the worst is over. And now you have a little tiny glimmer of hope going forward that things are going to get better from here. Essentially, you've allowed yourself to be the martyr. You've allowed yourself to be the punching bag for other people and their problems. You've taken on a lot of other people's issues, and it has done no good for you. Right? It has had no benefit in your life whatsoever to be the person that takes on other people's problems. I feel like a large part of that comes up in the love aspect, is that you believe that you need to earn respect and love, even if it means like you're trying to get free of being with someone. You have to put them in a better position before you walk away, or else you'll be a bad guy. Heaven forbid you are a bad guy, right? Oh no, here it is. You were the bad guy in the end, no matter what, right? Not really, but that's the way it looked to you. But you're letting it go, okay? All right, what happened is what happened. I'm done with trying to please other people. I'm ready to move on and let all that go. And right now, I just want to cut loose and relax. Right now, I just want to live in the moment and just enjoy life the way it is, because things have been hard for a long time. So as I'm going on through the reading, I sense a lot of grief over everything that you've gone through, and it's really important that you allow yourself healing time as you go forward because of what you just went through. If you don't resonate with this reading, with what I'm talking about right now, if that does not seem like you, Capricorn, then this reading is not for you. But I'm going to go ahead and go on into the money and then the love messages on that tangent of the story that I've been telling so far. So let's go ahead and dive into the money messages. First, let's look at what's going on in the unconscious mind, what's going on inside of you as you're looking out onto the world. And what I see is, I see some hope, right? I got 3 cards that are saying you got some stuff to hope for when it comes like, if nothing else is working out in your life, you're like, at least I have work that I don't mind doing. At least there you are working away, right? Slowly, steadily working away. It's not rushing in. This is the Page of Pentacles is the slowest moving, Knight. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving card, besides the ones that are at a standstill, right? But he is moving a little bit. But then there's the fastest moving Knight, and he's like, rah, coming in to say something. Is this somebody else? No, I feel like this is you. This is how you want to be. but you know, this is how you actually need to be working, and that's what you're doing. You're like, okay, so what? So, okay, this is my hope. Eventually, if I work away at the things that I want to be doing, right? If I work away steadily on my money, on my career, then eventually all the other stuff is going to work itself out. That's not actually true, but at least it's giving you some hope in a time that you need to be healing after you've been through some really tough stuff. What's going on the outside? Okay, this is a really exciting thing because I think it dovetails well with that Knight of Pentacles that's just working away steadily. You have some inspiration. There are some things, excuse me, there are some things you're excited about, excuse me. And you're like, okay, so how do I make that happen? So that is really exciting. I'm really happy for you that you have this card, because you're like, I think that there's this thing that I want to do. I'm kind of thinking about it. I'm kind of stewing on it. Just know that if you're questioning in any way whether or not you should be pursuing that, just know that if the universe gave you that idea, it intended that you have the ability to pull it off, whatever it is, no matter how big that idea is. Okay? And if it's small, that's okay too. You're still meant to do it. All right, but then we have some other stuff going on where you're like wiffle waffling, should I do it or should I not do it? It might have something to do with this magician card. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I wait? I'm not sure. I feel like with this, it's 1, 2, 3. You see this is happening? 1, 2, 3. It's like, I don't know. Maybe I should wait. I'm feeling like you should not wait. I'm feeling like you should just go ahead and do something. There's somebody watching from the outside that's like, if you don't do it, they will. Because this is a really interesting thing that I've noticed about inspiration or downloads from the universe. The universe wants these manifestations to happen in reality, in tangible reality. And if the first person that the download comes to doesn't work out, if they don't act on it right away, it will shift to someone else. So this person's waiting for the opportunity to go ahead and take it. Do you want the spoils? Do you want the spoils of success in this thing? If all the other things that are going on in your life are not making you happy, you can shift the vibration of all the other things in your life if you're successful in one aspect of your life. So if nothing else is going really, really well, consider that, okay? So I'm going to leave that there. It's your choice. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. But the universe wants you to know that you have all the tools. You know how to do it. It's just a matter of having the confidence to step forward and make it happen. Start talking about the love stuff. I mean, there isn't a whole lot that I have to say about it. I can just show you. All right? This is what's going on inside. That's you, Capricorn, wondering whether or not you made the right choices. All right? All right. None of these are happy cards. Should I have done something? You're really thinking hard. Is there something that I did wrong? Is there something? I got to move my hair away from my microphone. Okay. Is there something that I could have done better? All right. You did everything that you possibly could have done. Remember that. Never forget. You did everything you could have done. All right. It's not all these swords, honey. All these swords, Capricorn. You're thinking and thinking and thinking, obsessing. I could have done something better. I could have done something differently. Then other people wouldn't be so disappointed. Other people wouldn't be so angry with me. And I wouldn't feel so alone right now. Sometimes you just have to extricate yourself from an unhealthy scenario and piss people off in order to get a fresh start. And it sucks and it hurts and it takes a long time to grieve, but you have to. Because look at what I'm seeing here. Look, we got 2 of these guys. Lonely on the inside, lonely on the outside. Filling up the space with possibly drugs, alcohol, sex. Maybe that's happening. That's another thing going on with the devil. Anyway, there's a deep sense of loneliness and not feeling like you have anything to offer except money, possibly. Except being at someone else's beck and call. That's not a healthy way to be in a relationship. And I'm really feeling this strong sense of you feel like you could finally please someone. But I don't think this person can be pleased. I think this other person is fundamentally very unhappy with themselves, and there's nothing that you can do about it. You have to let that go. Just saying, because I got this stuff. I don't know if this is what they're doing. I don't know if this is something from the past. I don't know if this is something that you did, all right? But it usually has something to do with not being transparent, third parties, heartbreak. It's just like that vibe is hanging around you and another person, this person that you're transitioning away from, okay? Good. I'm glad you're transitioning away from that situation because it's not healthy. Extricate yourself from these unhealthy scenarios so that you can get on with joy. Get on with joy. first start with grieving the loss, then be at peace, then allow yourself to experience joy again. Release and grieve and start fresh. Okay? But it is a matter of allowing yourself to move on. And you might have to give yourself a kick in order to make it happen. It's going to hurt at first. So if you're already in that point where it hurts, that's what this was all about. If you're already in that point where it hurts after the loss, it's okay. It will pass. Time heals everything. So I asked, what is the hope? What is the thread? If Capricorn is in this lost state where they don't know how to move forward, and they're just stuck, feeling lonely and feeling unable to find hope, right? What's that thread that they can hold on to? Time heals everything, okay? If you can switch your focus instead, for now, on other aspects of your life that are giving you hope and pleasure, do it, okay? Give yourself time to think about the things that hurt you and grieve. Don't just shut it out completely, but also when you're not, when you want to switch from the obsession, you sense yourself thinking unhealthy things, instead turn your attention toward these exciting new things that you're thinking about, right? But they wanted you to know that you have always had the choice to stay or leave. The choice has always been there for you. It was a learning experience. The Lovers is all about the karma, the karmic lessons that we needed to learn with other people. Okay. So let it go. You learned a lot. It hurts. Now it's time to release and move on. And you've learned a lot about yourself. You've learned so much about how you love. And let it go. It's okay. Because there is hope. Look up to the heavens. Look up to the universe. And say thank you for that experience. You're like, I am not thanking anybody for that experience. It sucked. No, it broke. With the Lovers being here, I'm getting this download right now. With the Lovers being here, I sense a karmic vibration that's been in not only your family history, but in the other person's family history that needed to be broken by the two of you. Broken by the two of you. Things are changing. You may not see it now, but in hindsight, you will see how things changed. So look up to the heavens and say thank you for giving us the experience to break these patterns that have been in my life for generations, in my family for generations. We will no longer be that way anymore. Now, please, universe, guide me forward toward a better future. I like that. I like that for you, Capricorn. A better future, better relationships going forward. You have the ability to create that for yourself. And now, time to get started. Love you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for being subscribed. In the description box below this video, you'll find links to my Instagram where you can follow me over there. And you will find a link to my tip jars if you would like to send me a couple dollars because you love the readings that I provide for you. And I will see you in 12 days, my dears, when you come around again. Bye, Capricorn. Hang in there.